It is Update Thursday, guys. How's it going? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be covering last week's update and today's update because last week's update wasn't that big of an update, and also today's update isn't that big of an update, but still some nice changes coming into the game. We're going to go over both of them to make this video a bit longer, and then we're going to have the two Runelight updates as well. So, also, I guarantee you one of you guys had this video on your speaker on your phone and had the volume all the way up, and now there's people looking at you because the F word was said. Not good. The upgraded Salve Amulet has been recolored to make it more distinct from the Salve Amulet Enchanted, so it's going from this kind of pinkish color to a now more bluish color. The Drayman Staff is no longer an auto-casting weapon. This will prevent it from disrupting the auto-cast setting on other staves that are more commonly used for combat. Birdhouses now have a left-click/tap build option, which will erect the best birdhouse in your inventory, providing you have the required hunter level. And Mosul Rai now has a left-click/tap follow option. I just realized that all this tap stuff is because of mobile. I was reading through all this, I'm like, what is this tap? And then I realized that old school is on mobile these days. So these updates are actually, pretty important, I guess, for mobile users as well. So actually, you could say a lot of these updates are specifically for mobile users these days. But anyways, carrying on. The guy in Shiloh Village now has an option to follow him quickly to gain entry to Shiloh Village. You can skip the area with the undead ones. This will be the default after completing the Shiloh Village quest. If you guys have ever dreamt of playtesting something for RuneScape before it actually comes into the game, well, now is your chance because Jagex is inviting people out to their office to actually playtest the new Gauntlet and Zalcano bosses coming into the game. The new Gauntlet is coming with the Elf City, and Zalcano is the new skilling boss coming with Elf City as well. The playtesting is going to happen at Jagex HQ over 2 days with your travel and your stay covered. It also includes a tour of the office and a chance to hang out with the old school team. Unfortunately, this is only available to people who live in the United Kingdom, so you have to be a UK player, so all my Americans, all my other Europeans, I'm sorry guys, but if you live in the UK, shout out to you. You have the chance to do this. So again, I will leave a link to the news post in the description of this video if you guys want to click on there. The application you can fill out by clicking on this survey link. Beginner clue drops have been added to the following drop tables: a 100% drop chance for Briaphida and Obor, Hill Giants, Ice Giants, Moss Giants, Muggers, Dwarves, Skeletons, and Hobgoblins. Usually I wouldn't go over the other changes section, but there's a couple of things here I want to go over. First of all, the Tomb of Rashilia has been changed from a multi-way combat zone to a single-way combat zone. This was changed because during the Deadman Mode tournament last time, what teams would do is actually they would camp people in the Tomb of Rashilia. If you guys don't know where this is, it's during the Shiloh Village quest when you have to go into the crevice down there, and then you have to go to the tomb and you have to fight the boss there. What teams would do is they would keep people there and kill people who would try to complete the quest, because to get piety on your account, you need to do Shiloh Village, and to finish Shiloh Village, you need to come down here. And teams would place people down here so people couldn't finish the quest, so it became a big issue because, well, people couldn't do the quest. But it was actually a nice tactic from the team to figure that out. But Jagex didn't like it, I guess, and they changed it now from a multi-way combat zone to a single-way combat zone. Doesn't really matter for the main game, but I guess for Deadman mode, it was kind of an interesting change. And finally, players can no longer spawn multiple Sarah and Zami wizards during hard clue scrolls. I think if you guys have ever done a hard clue before, you accidentally spawn 1 or 2 extra Sarah and Zami wizards and started freaking out. You can't do that anymore. That's now been fixed. If you guys would like to read over the other changes for this update, again, I will leave a link in the description of this video. Again, this is the update for April 18th. Let's head over to the update for today. Today's update is again mainly quality of life changes. First up, we have the gold smelting interface has been improved and now functions with left click buttons like the bank. I think this change was mainly made for mobile simply because trying to make this stuff on mobile is very annoying. And now you have these nice little buttons you can just tap on your phone and easily make all your gold jewelry. This one here is actually kind of interesting because if you guys ever misclick this quite often, it tends to annoy a lot of people that I've heard. You can now actually hide your deposit inventory and deposit worn items button in your bank. So if you've ever misclicked this before because you're trying to do the search option in your bank or placeholders and you misclick because you're just bad at the game, like I am half the time, then all you have to do is now go to your settings in your bank and then toggle the deposit inventory button and the deposit worn items button, and you can no longer misclick ever again. Again, I think this change was mainly made for mobile, but it could have been, I guess, for desktop users as well, because it's happened where people have misclicked on it. But again, mainly I think a mobile change. My Australian friends, where are you guys at? Congratulations, you have 5 new Aussie worlds to enjoy. All of these worlds have total level requirements to access them, and they are the following. There is now a 2200 skill total, 2000, 1500, 1250, and 750 skill total for a free-to-play world. So congratulations on the new worlds, guys. Enjoy. Recently, a survey has gone out to over 50,000 of you guys to get thoughts on the new proposed skill warding. Beware of phishing emails. Please ensure that you check your in-game message center to see if you've received the warding survey. They will always accompany an emailed survey link with an official in-game message center message. Based off what I've seen from my last warding video that I made and also on social media like Twitter and then Reddit, I think that if they were to pull warding in May like they plan to do, it would probably get 40% yes, 50% would vote no, and then 10% of the players would be like, I don't care if it's in the game. If it passes, cool. If it doesn't, I don't care either way. They said that they plan to pull the warding skill in May, which is only a couple of weeks away, and if they really want to get this into the game that quickly, they have a lot of work to do, because like I said, I think at the moment the majority of the community doesn't want to get it into the game. So I guess for the discussion of today's video, in the comment section below, do you guys think that warding is ever going to pass a poll? What changes should they make to get most of the players to vote yes for it? Or do you guys think that warding is just going to be a lost cause and it's going to end up being a waste of time for this kind of thing? Because, well, I don't know how they're going to do it. I want to be positive and think warding could have a good impact on the game, but do you think that the changes that may come with it it's just way too negative? Do the positives outweigh the negatives? Negatives outweigh the positives, for example? Let me know your thoughts below. And finally, to the another news section, the only thing really here worth covering is that Wintertide crates previously refused to open if you lacked the space to receive the rewards. You can now accept this warning, and the crate will drop any loot that doesn't fit your inventory on the ground. That's it for today's update. Pretty slow update today. Again, not really many big changes, but I guess you could say these are decent changes to the game. If you guys would like a link to the news post, again, I will leave a link in the description below. And now let's head to the Runelight updates of the past 2 weeks. In last week's Runelight update, the high score plugin was updated for beginner clues, and the world map plugin now adds tooltips to all transportation icons so you can tell what type of transportation it is. So for example, in this picture, if you hover over the arrow, which is the sign of a transportation icon, then it can tell you that it's the hot air balloon. In today's Runelight update, the interface styles plugin now has a high detail menu option, which changes the game menu to look similar to how it felt after the release of RSHD. So for you guys who, it's kind of funny because Runelight's putting in a lot of updates these days where it kind of is recreating the pre-EOC client and everything about it. So if you guys were into it back then, you can now change that in the high detail menu. An ammo plugin was added, which adds your current ammo and count as an info box. The barrows plugin now has an option to show the answer to the barrows door puzzles. And finally, an option was added to the fishing plugin that makes the fishing trawler time left more accurate. That is it for the Runelight updates of today. Again, I will leave a link to both of the updates below in the description of the video. Thank you guys all for watching today's update video. I'm sorry it wasn't too long. Unfortunately, with these smaller updates, there isn't a lot to cover, but thank you guys for watching this. I appreciate you guys all tuning in to the Update Thursday videos. If you guys did enjoy it, don't forget to drop a like on the video. Also, subscribe to the channel if you aren't subscribed, and don't forget to leave your comment on the updates below as well. I'll see you guys all probably this weekend for another video. Have a good one, and peace.
Wow.